Hello, non-sports fans. This is John. That's Brett, and we are Sports Poser. Well, actually, I'm the
You are.
poser. Brett's the pro. This is the show for people that don't know anything about sports, but don't want to be left out of those important sports conversations in their professional and personal lives. So we're going to jump right into it today. And Brett, is there anything non-NFL you want to talk about?
Do you love Deion Sanders or is it just me?
I do love Deion Sanders. As an Atlantan, he made Atlanta almost a sports town. And now I'm in Colorado. What's not to love? He's
What you
backing
gotta
it up.
love about Deion is he backs up what he says. And the man is one of the greatest players of all time. And he absolutely makes people look stupid. And his son is the star quarterback who could win the Heisman and is going to be in the NFL. And so the story's really great. And I think everybody's probably heard something about Deion. Prime Time was his nickname. I
Yeah,
mean, what more do you need to say?
he's crushing it. It's kind of fun to see.
So the Colorado Buffaloes have not been good for a long time, and they are now 3-0, and they're really good for college football because of the transfer portal. Do you know what the transfer portal is? It's the ability for college players to just leave school and go to another school. It used to be you had to take a year off and then play again, but this way you can be like your coach is being mean. You can be like, I quit. I'm going to Florida. Boom, you're at Florida. So the coaches don't really have much power anymore, right?
Right.
So with all these same teams winning, Georgia and Alabama. And it's just nice to have something refreshing like Dion come in and turn everything upside down. So there's going to be a lot more coming from that for sure. So stay tuned.
All right. Here's some personal sports trivia. I don't think Colorado's been good since 91 when they were
Right.
co-national champions with Georgia Tech.
Wow. Well, the only reason you know that is because you went to Georgia Tech.
That's
So
I graduated in 91 from Georgia Tech, and it's we won the coaches poll and they won the poll that probably actually matters.
yeah. Yeah.
Very
Okay.
good.
Well, that's enough history lesson from you because I don't think we can go dive much
Well,
deeper.
that's all there is.
That's
So,
what I thought.
all right,
But
let's dive in. How about those Patriots?
yeah, it's sort of weird. Patriots, I heard a cool stat. Are the first time they've been 0-2 since 1992.
Wow,
That's what 31 years since
a
they
long
didn't
time.
lose their first two games. That's insane. And then Tua, where they played the Dolphins on Sunday night, is 5-0 against Belichick.
Hmm,
Hmm.
fascinating.
Yeah. So
There's not
good for
many
the
people that can
Dolphins.
say that, right? If any.
No, hardly any at all. So Pats are on the down, Dolphins are on the up. So all is well in the world.
I think if we can agree on one thing, it's that the Cowboys fans are the Yankees fans of football. Can I
Yeah,
say that?
and when the Yankees are good, baseball's better for it. And honestly, I hate to say it, when Dallas is good, it's better for the NFL because what's more fun than to root for your team? It's to hate others. And it's fun to hate the Cowboys. And they just beat the brakes off of the Jets, who had just beaten the Bills last week on Monday night after the big Aaron Rodgers injury. And they have a really good The Jets have a really good defense, and Dallas just smoked them. So I think they're for real. So all those Dallas Cowboy haters out there are going to have a long season, I think, because the best player in the NFL on defense right now is with the Cowboys, and his name is Micah Parsons. You heard it here.
Nice. Okay. What's up with Joe Burrow?
0-2, looking a little. Well, they did start out 0-2 last year too, so
Did they?
not time to panic. But he just looks. They look off, but it's early, so we'll stay tuned to that. Mahomes and so we've talked about it before, right? The three best quarterbacks I feel like are Mahomes, Allen, and Burrow. Allen lost his first game. He looked terrible, 4 interceptions. He came back and won against the Raiders, killed them on Sunday. And then also Mahomes had lost to Detroit on the first game of the season we talked about, and they came back and won a game against the Jaguars, who they played the playoffs last year. So they got on track. So it's still really early, and I think you're going to see a lot more storylines come out. One of my favorites is though that the Buccaneers are 2-0. No Brady, no problem. You don't need him.
I knew Brady would work its way in. I'm surprised it took till week 2.
I know. So I just didn't want to look like so much like a hater this year, but it just comes out in me. I can't help it. Sorry.
We'll find someone else to hate. It'll be
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, my friend. Well, that is a mouthful and a lot of information. You got something? Something
Two more.
else?
Yep. Two more things, real quick. Nick Chubb, running back
Yes.
last night, bent his his knee went like, oh my god, it was disgusting. And I remember watching videos of him on YouTube squatting 700 pounds, and he still broke his leg in the NFL. So that is a tough business, is carrying the football in the NFL. That's why those guys get old at 29 years old.
Yeah.
And lastly, we do need to talk about this Ryder Cup for golf, the best golf event by far, Europe versus USA.
Mm-hmm.
It starts next Friday. Long time historic rivalry. So it's really good theater, as they say. And let me get this right, because it's in Italy this year, and it is being played at the Marco Simone Golf Club in Guidonia Monticello in Rome.
Very authentic. Well done.
So enjoy that as well.
Nice. I do have one last thing to bring up. My fantasy team, Dart Monkey, went large this weekend.
Yeah.
We looked good. How did Tua time do? How'd it go over there?
You're beating me by 90 points, which is.
It just goes to show a monkey with a dart is as effective as a seasoned fantasy football player.
And my number one pick was Nick Chubb, who I just mentioned broke his knee backwards. And I said, hey, I'll just pick up his backup. And I look to see who has him, and it's freaking you. Dart Monkey has. God. All right.
Yeah.
You're going to go down. There's no way you're beating me this year. I'm telling you, I'm quitting fantasy. Oh, I did say I'd quit fantasy football if you beat me. Shit. And I'm down like 90 points. Oh, no.
That's okay. If I beat you, then you can just run my team next year. Because I think I got one season in me.
Yeah, no, you're gonna win, and you're gonna get the fever, man. You're gonna have to go from a poser to a proser.
Yeah. No, I'm still gonna be a poser. Dart Monkey, baby. Team Dart Monkey.
All right. Well, we'll see you next week.
Sounds great.
Peace.